Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. A double honors to the apostles, elders at Great Millstone. Salutation to your occupants out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. All right, so this lesson, man, basically we're gonna go into fighting for Jerusalem. And what I mean by that is you know, every man is making an effort to fight for the existence of life in the kingdom in the future, you know. And it's not a light thing that we're doing. Okay. If brothers don't notice or not really paying attention to our purpose, our purpose is one of the greatest purposes that anyone could stand up to or for, even though it's going unheard of, even though we might be, you know, persecuted for this word, but we're fighting for a cause that's above us, and that's why the Lord, said, make thy body a living sacrifice, and that's what we do. We publish and we lift up this standard of the scriptures, and one thing that we consider is that the Lord requires for for this thing to happen the way it's happening, for all sorts of purposes. We're gonna be able to accept the truth on a level where, or I should say, we should be able to accept the accept the Lord's his way, his will, and continue in his work. But Salaki, I want to go into a few scriptures, and Lord willing, this lesson is going to be edifying, and I just wanted to remind you, brothers, continually to count the cost, continue to examine yourself to see whether you be in the faith or not, because the spirit is booming, it's booming. It's a term they use in economics, when stock markets rise. But the spirit, everything is booming. The Lord's will is booming. But let me go ahead and get this Psalms 94:16. It says, "Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?" All right, and it takes, it takes courageous men, like Joshua, because I'm gonna go into Joshua, the first chapter, and read that, and because he, stood up, after after Moses passed, and he took that gauntlet to go into the promised land, and to siege and take that which was rightfully theirs, which was rightly given to them. And in many aspects, we mirror what Joshua is doing through the Spirit, and we need to put on the same courage as Joshua, though they were in the wilderness, and at points in time, Israel was, parts of Israel was dying off, only because the Lord forced this thing to happen. All right, so, and we mirror it, but we're going through a harsher tribulation, being under the so-called white man, which is the red Hebrew Edomites, Esau, Edom, and their tyrannical rule. All right, but 94:17, it says, "Unless the Lord had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence." All right, because the scriptures say, "Who shall rouse him up?" In Genesis 49, it tells you, who shall rouse Judah up? Okay, because Judah is the vanguard. Judah is the ruler. Judah holds the scepter of rulership. All right, And what Judah was set up for through the Spirit was to reveal and the gospel, through Yahweh Shai, right? Because Daniel, it explains to you in verse 12, he shut up the book since the time of Daniel. All right. He shut the book up. So there's parts of our history that this book until the time now, you know, has been locked away and not been able to be interpreted the way we are interpreted, which that's a blessing. All right, so Salakia, Genesis 49:7, it says 49:8, going to the point. If back in Psalm 94:17, but Salakia, it says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. All right, thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. All right. And Judah is praised. All right. Judah is the number one praised. Judah is the number one looked at, the number one influential. It says thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. All right. Because we're always at the very neck of our enemies. We're not the head, but we're the neck in the society. Judah is the neck. He's on that level. All right. It says, thy father's children shall bow down before thee. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. All right. So a whelp is a cub. All right. Or child lion, for lack of better words. It's a son. All right. So Judah is a lion's whelp. All right. You Judites. All right. Lion's whelp, a lion's son. It says, from the prey, my son, thou art gone up. All right. Meaning you have not gone after the prey. All right. But watch, it says that he stooped down. All right. Meaning to cower. All right. It says he couched as a lion. All right. So basically couch as in a relaxed position, and that's for the most part, that's how you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, this is your standpoint in the world. You just couch and you're comfortable in your crouching position. It says, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up, and who shall rouse you up? The Lord, man. All right. The Lord shall rouse you up. Okay. And, I made a few points and I'm going to hit those points. It says Psalms 94:17, unless the Lord had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. All right. So it's the Lord who's rousing us up and has put the Spirit on us and influenced us with his Holy Spirit to stand up against evil tyranny, stand up against the auspices of evil. All right. The left-hand side of the spectrum. All right. Which we are the right-hand side. All right. We are the balance in the world. Though it may be few of us, a few righteous men, man, is worth more than, the wicked. All right. So going to Daniel, all right, just to prove, amen, that Daniel, let me see, that Judah was pretty much given the keys to open up the scriptures. All right. And open up the scriptures, Yahweh Shai did, during the time of, in fact, let me read this because, I'm going to mention this, the 12 disciples and then the apostles. All right. The disciples later became apostles. They were sent forth to do the will of the Heavenly Father to the uttermost parts of the earth, meaning all the way to the end, and throughout the whole earth till the end. All right. But hey, the word was sealed up. Salaki 12, Daniel 12 and 10. So 12 is Salaki. Let me see. All right. Because the scriptures also talk about a great falling away first. And then, then Israel, and the man of sin being revealed during that time. And these are the times, all right? So Daniel 12:5, it says, then I Daniel looked, and behold, there stood over other two, one on this side of the bank of the river, and the other on that side of the bank of the river. And one said to the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, which he held up his right hand and his left hand unto heaven, and swear by him that liveth forever, that it shall be for a time, times, and half a time. All right. And when he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things shall be fulfilled. All right. Which the power was scattered. All right. Until now, though. All right. Well, I'll say 2,000 years ago when Yahushua revealed the secrets to the prophets. All right. But it was sealed up from everybody else. So just knowing the truth now is a huge blessing and grace from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, O Lord, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, go thy way, Daniel, meaning continue. For the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. All right. So it's been sealed to this time. All right. And the Lord is rousing you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans up, rousing you up to preach the gospel, to preach the word, which is the kingdom of heaven. All right. And to warn everybody about the oncoming judgment that's going to come. All right. It says, or the looming judgment that's about to come. It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. And none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. All right. So you don't have to go out your way and try to wake people up. The Spirit is what wakes people up. All right. And there's men that's being tried and purified right now, while everybody else is leaning upon their own understanding, waxing more viler and worse and worse. You know, while the elect men are being tried and being proven. All right. It says, but the wicked shall not understand. All right. And none of the wicked shall understand. All right. So we don't have to go out our way to teach, those going door to door, stopping every Israelite we see, or trying to force the law down their throats. It's not going to happen, man. All right. It says, and from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. All right. Because that happened during the time of the Greeks. All right. The abomination desolate, which maketh desolate. All right. It says, blessed is he that waited and cometh to the 1,330 days. But go thy way till the end be. All right. And the numbers is just a set time. All right. Some of them are specific times, alluding to specific timelines. All right. It says, but go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of days. All right. So, hey, we're standing in the lot right now. Okay. We're standing in the lot right now. Right. To complete Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's will. All right. All right. So this is Revelation 5:3. And it says, and no man in heaven, Revelation 5:2. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof. And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. All right. So, and you got all these groups out here, these Christians, mainly the Christians and Catholics, who have not even came close to understanding the truth, who's been doing this for hundreds of years and has consolidated millions of followers, which, which it shows you they have all these followers, but they don't have the truth. They have all these followers, but don't have the truth. Okay, because this book was sealed. Okay, until now. All right, it says, and I wept much because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David. All right, meaning the seed of David. All right, because he came in the flesh. Okay, and he unsealed the message, this book, these scrolls for the disciples and the apostles. Okay, he made known to them the mysteries of the Heavenly Father. Okay, of course, which was a little bit more detailed with the kingdom and who was going to inherit the kingdom, and sealing those who were alienated from the commonwealth, which was Israelites who lost their way, not the whole world. All right, and that's a very basic understanding when you go into the scriptures. Especially dealing with the terms Gentile. Okay, so Slakia. All right. All right, because it's the fruit of let me see. Here we go. 2 Ezra 6:28, it says, as for faith, it shall flourish. All right, and it's flourishing now because more people are believing, and this thing is going to get vastly wide, and it's going to be vastly popular among, Jakes. All right, and they're gonna be happy. And Esau right now, they're feeling the pressure more than ever. All right, so they're gonna be, pretty much pissed, while Jake happy to receive their, the truth, But it's evil times that we're heading into. All right, it says, and as for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. All right, and right now, as we speak, even though Esau, he's still living in this society, he's still oppressing. Corruption is ceasing, man. At the very same time that we go out there and teach this word, there's a vibration being put up in the earth, and the Most High is making his way, and he's judging, he's condemning, and these people are feeling the pressure, regardless of we want to believe it or not. They're feeling the pressure. All right, especially Esau, so-called white man. All right, everything about him is being revealed. We're waking up from under his spell. It says shall be overcome, and the truth which hath been so long without fruit shall be declared. All right, and it's being declared now. Okay, because we know this is an unadulterated truth because of the backlash, because of the spirit, the influence that we see arise from the words of this book, man, and how people are captivated. Okay. And they start believing, all right, in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right. So everything we doing is for a reason. It's for a purpose, a greater purpose, greater than we intended it. Okay. But this ain't for the weak of heart. It says Jeremiah 5:5, will give me unto the great men and will speak unto them, for they have known the way of the Lord and the judgment of their power. But these have altogether broken the yoke and burst the bonds. All right. Broken what yoke? Okay. That yoke of well, it starts mentally, right? Okay. Because the Most High has broken our yoke of slavery, but he's breaking the yoke of, that mental or psychological chains. Okay. It says, and burst the bonds. All right. Meaning the bond is like a rope that ties, ties things together. All right. So the Lord has broken that. All right. But the point in that verse is the Most High is dealing with the mighty men. All right. The mighty men through the Spirit, who've taken up this gauntlet of, pretty much preaching the truth and standing against evil. All right. So let me see. Salaki. All right, so this is Matthew 11 and 25. It says, and at that time, Yahushua answered and said, "Oh, thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and the prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes." All right. So the Lord has hid the word from, you know, those that be higher up in society, especially those that be on a level of understanding, those that have wisdom, and he hid this truth from them. All right, he hid the truth from them, and he revealed it to the lowly. All right, 1 Corinthians 1 and 26, it says, for ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, but the Most High hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. All right, and the base things of the world and things which are despised hath the Most High chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, and no flesh should glory in his presence. All right, so the Lord is pretty much flipping, turning this world on its axis by the using the weak, using the simple, man. You know, because hey, man, the Most High is just like that, man. He always dealt with the lowly, and he's going to use us. So there's another thing to be, joyous about. There's another thing to be, to honor this truth, and to, just to have more, respect for what we do. you know. But I'm gonna end the lesson on this. It kind of went in a different direction than expected. That's how the spirit works. But and with that, Lord willing, it's edifying. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. He double honors the apostles, elders, and great millstones, salutations to Yakim. Shalom.